What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to get on here super quick, talk about this Kesha record, because although a lot of it didn't translate to me the way I was hoping that it would, I did want to get on here and talk about it, because I do think it's a super great record, super mature record, super artistic record from Kesha. So, it's the fifth record called Gag Order, obviously, fifth record in Kesha's career, which is wild that she's been part of the industry for this long, dude. Like, I remember listening to her back in like 2010. It's crazy. She's also been under the helm of Dr. Luke this entire time, and she still is, bro, because this record was put out under Kimosabi Records. And obviously it comes after all the allegations and all the legal shit that's been going on between Kesha and Dr. Luke, hence the title and the album art. But his name is nowhere to be found, like, in the credits or anything like that. So even though she is still on the label, we don't fuck with that nigga, obviously, because he's a psychopath. But there's like new people overtaking the executive production and some of the actual production on the record. Rick Rubin and Hudson Mohawk specifically are the ones that stuck out to me because obviously I love both of them. And there are a lot of songs here that I like them a lot. Like, I can appreciate the artistic quality and how genuine they are, how raw and weird. Kesha doesn't give a fuck on this record. Kesha don't give a fuck, bro. Now, obviously, there's shit that she, like, can't talk about legally, but she definitely goes into everything that she can go into, and it's such a great, powerful record, such an example of, like, rebellion and just, like, fuck you. Like, just... I love that attitude, and like I said, I love how raw and weird she is on this record. I'm only a couple listens in right now. I wanted to get this review out super quick, because like I said, it's not going to be super in-depth, but I think the more I listen to this record, the more it's going to grow on me, because there are a few songs that I want to get into specifically that I thought were insane. Like the one that just came on, Eat the Acid, which is mostly about like psychedelics, obviously, and like just like I really loved the aspect of like seeing things that you can't unsee, and like having your mind open to shit that it wasn't open before to, and kind of realizing like, damn, like there's no going back. Like, now that I've realized this, now that my eyes are open, like they can't be closed again. And just like what comes with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always a positive experience. Even if it is a positive experience, getting there might not be the most positive experience. And I really love that because I've learned my experience from psychedelics, and I can definitely agree with the sentiment of this single. It's a super great single, super dark, super brooding, which I love. Most of the songs that I love on here, like Eat the Acid, Fine Line, Only Love, The Drama, they're like the dark, more like raw, not like more raw, but like the darker Kesha songs where she goes into like, we'll get into it. I feel like Only Love is kind of like a throwback to old Kesha, but more mature. And she really gets into, like I said, bro, on all the lyrics on this album, she really gets into just like her personal experiences with Dr. Luke and the shit that she's been going through, and how she's processing it, and how things are good even though things are bad. You know what I'm saying? Which is, again, a sentiment that I can really get behind. I love the throwback, like I said, to like old Kesha sound, but a little bit more mature, better production. I thought The Drama is definitely the best song on the record. I'm gonna sound like a broken record on here, but the production is batshit insane. Like, if there's any song that you take away from this record and listen to, it should be The Drama. And everything about it is perfect. I think it is Kesha's best song, period. Like, artistically, production-wise, lyrically, it's just... I think it's the best Kesha has put out. Like, at the risk of sounding redundant, it's just batshit insane, and I couldn't be any happier with how that song turned out, if I'm being 100% honest. But like I said, this album, I'm gonna give it time to grow on me. It's so it's kind of, I see it in the way of like A Crow Looked at Me, where I think it's such a great record, but it's more of a statement than it is like something that you would just put out or put on to jam to, you know what I'm saying? Besides like the songs that I mentioned and like others that are in the track list too that I think are like standouts where like, you know, you can like, there's a lot of replay value. I think this is a lot of venting, which again is great for Kesha, and I think that this album is the final album on Kemosabe Records. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, a lot of it, if anything, I just wish she leaned more into the weird shit. I wish that more songs on here sounded like Eat the Acid and The Drama and shit like that, because I thought that even the visuals with Eat the Acid 2 are just batshit insane, bro. 10 out of 10. So like, I kind of was wishing that the album would go more in that direction. There's some songs on here like Living in My Head and what's the other one? Hate Me Harder, I think too, where it's like a little bit too at the risk of sounding a little cliche, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I thought this record is great. Like, I think it's gonna grow on me. Right now, I'd say I give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. Solid 6.5. And I think it has the replay value to go to a 7. If anything, I'd say that the drama kicks up to a 7. But right now, I'm happy with a 6.5 rating. It's still a good rating. You know what I'm saying? And I thought this was a great record. I thought it was phenomenal. And I think it's Kesha's best album. But there's just a few songs on the track list that, like I said, just didn't really stick out to me. So Free Kesha, great album, super artistic album. Yeah, I think if you haven't heard it yet, you absolutely should go check it out right now. Kesha, Gag Order. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. I got a lot of album reviews coming out for you guys, a lot of different reviews coming out too, so make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss any of that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I love you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. Once again, Free Kesha, fuck Dr. Luke, Gag Order. I love you guys. Peace.